everybody, it's Paul Neeson with Raw Life Health Show, and I'm reading my favorite health book, and I just wanted to read everyone one of my favorite passages about health that's found in the Bible, and this is Proverbs, and Proverbs means wisdom. For many of you that haven't read the Bible, the word Proverbs means wisdom, and in the Bible there is a wonderful proverb that is actually Proverbs 4:20 it starts with, and it goes to Proverbs 4:22, and it says, "My son, pay attention to my words and incline my ear to your sayings. Do not let them depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for they are life to those who find them and health to all their flesh." Now let's look at that a little bit more closely. My son, pay attention to my words. Now this isn't only a father talking to his son. This is our wonderful Father in heaven talking to his creation, which is us, telling us to pay attention to his words. And those words would be found right here in the Bible. And incline your ear to my sayings. Well, the word incline means to bend. Bend your ways to his words. Bend your life to his sayings. This is what he's saying. So he's saying here, pay attention to what I'm telling you and make your ways go according to my words. Now, what does this have to do with health? Listen here. It says, do not let them depart from your eyes. So stay focused on these words no matter what. It says, keep them in the midst of your heart. Your heart must be on them all times. And here's what it is. For they are life to those who find them, and health to all their flesh. Do you know what all their flesh is? And some versions even say healing to all their flesh. You know, all your flesh. What doctor do you know that can heal everything? All your flesh. It doesn't say some of your flesh. Healing to all of your flesh. What is that healing? Staying focused on the Father's words, and he will direct your paths, and he will keep you away from the things that produce and create sickness and disease. He even tells us in the scriptures, if you stick to my word and do not follow the way of the disobedient, I will not put the same disease upon you that I put upon them. He even says he will bless us abundantly if we follow his words and we keep his words. You know, not many people know this who don't read the scriptures, and some people who even read the scriptures don't even know this. The Bible is a health book, and one of the greatest blessings of life is good health. Disease is simply a curse. For one reason or another, maybe we're disobeying the food he told us to eat, the way he told us to eat it, or some other aspect of life, our spiritual, emotional life. If we have a disease, something is going on that shouldn't be going on in our lives. And we have to figure out what it is and overcome it. You know, the word disease in the Bible is very close to the word evil. There's some type of evil in our life. And I'm not saying it's always our fault. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But until we get that evil out of our life or deal with that evil, we're going to be dealing with disease for quite a long time. So we need to do something about it. My recommendation is you read the word of our Creator and pray to him and help figure out what that evil is, so you can get rid of that evil and you can start living a blessed life, disease-free. We all have the opportunity to do that. The Bible is available to all of us. Now, for whatever reason, some people might not choose to read the Bible, or they haven't read it in years, or they read it and they don't understand it. Well, that's one thing. But I could tell you, when I first picked up the Bible when I was a younger man, I didn't read it at all. I didn't understand it at all. I looked at the words on the page and it just looked like words on a page. But you know how you look at those 3D pictures and you can look at it and put your face up to it and all of a sudden you see a 3D picture? Well, that's how it's become to me. And I prayed for the health message that's found in the Bible. And now I could actually open the Bible and I see this 3D picture showing me what true healing to all our flesh is all about. And that's what it's about. Folks, listen to me. It's not about a religion. It's not even about a spiritual issue. It's about blessings. It's about obedience. It's about a heart issue. And when you read the Bible, that's what you start to see. Put all that other stuff aside. Forget about what other people said, and forget about things that people have read the Bible are doing, because there are a lot of people that read the Bible that are sick, diseased, and are not following what the Bible says. But follow it for yourself, because it is the best medicine in the world. There's no side effects, folks. Let me say there's no negative side effects. It is simply a health book. You know, many people ask me when and why I first got into reading the Bible. Well, the real reason is I was never into reading the Bible growing up, because I always heard things about it that really didn't interest me. And I always said I'm not a religious person. Well, somebody once told me the Bible had a lot to say about health, disease, and a lot to say about food. Well, I didn't believe them. And they said, well, how do you know unless you read it? So I finally read it. And I found more about health in the Bible than any other book I've ever read. And up to that point, I've read hundreds and hundreds of health books. In Genesis 1:29, it said the food for man is fruits and vegetables. That's what I was eating. It went on to say about temperance, not overeating. That's what I was telling other people. It went on to say to make sure you get your rest. Well, that's the essence of health, in my opinion. There's so many things in the scriptures that talk about health. If you're a raw foodist out there, whether you're a raw vegan or whether you eat meat, the Bible has the instructions and the guidelines to show you and man for thousands of years how people attain the greatest health without getting sick, living many, many years. And this information is available to all of us. So if you haven't read it, folks, it's very easy to go online. You can read it for free. I wrote a book called Health According to the Scriptures, where I took many of the health passages right out of the Bible so you could read them directly right there without reading all that other stuff. But I recommend you getting a Bible and reading it all. Either way, get my book Health According to the Scriptures or get a copy of the Bible and start reading it today. You read that Bible and you tell me if it's not the greatest health book you've ever read. That's not going to happen. Every person I've ever met that had something negative to say about the Bible is somebody who hasn't read it. And I'm not just talking about opening it and reading a sentence. I'm talking about reading it together, front to cover, cover to cover. Then you start seeing the real meaning of what the scriptures talk about, and you see the true blessing of health that's truly found in the Bible. Again, if this is something that doesn't interest you, it should if you're interested in health. And if you have any preconceived ideas of what the Bible says, that's fine. We all have our ideas about what a book says and what we don't want to read and what we want to read. But at least read it and find out for yourself before you have an opinion or judgment about it. Because I hear many things said about the Bible that really aren't true. That's what kept me away from it for so long. So folks, I'm a health teacher and I want you to be healthy. This isn't about, trying to get you to believe what I believe. This is trying to get you healthy. And if you're sick, to show you where the healing lies, and if you're not sick, to help you avoid sickness. That's where my heart is to show you. And I recommend you start with reading the scriptures from the front, going all the way through. Now, some of you don't know this, but on this website, Health Watchman, I also have Bible videos, and each week I teach people lessons from the scriptures to help you. One of the questions I got recently was, why has Paul gotten so religious on us? Folks, religion is a passion. We all have a passion for something. For some people, their religion might be Christianity. For some people, their religion might be Buddhism. But for other people, their religion might be ESPN or football or baseball. And for other people, their religion might be food. Religion is just something we have a strong passion for that we want to tell other people about. Well, my religion is health. And I want you to be as healthy as possible. Not by making an idol out of your food or making your stomach more important than our Creator, but showing you the things that will give us blessings of great health and avoiding disease. And I find that treasure right here in the Bible. So I invite you and ask you, and as a health teacher, plead with you to pick it up and read it for yourself. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video here and we'll get to them. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.